Thanks. You just take a little step towards me. Lovely, that's good. So obviously the countdown is almost over, it's almost upon us. Can you sort of sum up how excited you are, the feelings in the squad as well?
They're huge. I think every time we do stuff like this, that you kind of realise how much bigger it is and how much everyone else is excited for it as well as yourself. Look, we're footballers, all we want to do is play football, and I think as kids we've dreamed of being on a big stage, and I think this is it, isn't it? It's the pinnacle of your career. You don't know whether you're going to get to do it again, and the fact that we're going to France and how big it's going to be, it'll probably be hard to top for many of us. I know I've been to 2 other World Cups, and by the sounds of it, by the looks of it, it's going to be the biggest one I'll ever play at or ever be part of. So yeah, the excitement's brilliant.
In this country in particular, it seems to be particularly big this time. How much do you think that's down to the success in 2015?
Yeah, I generally think that we created a massive buzz in 2015 winning a bronze. I think that also, I'd like to think, created a buzz around this England hub at St George's. I think that what the 17s did, the 19s did, men's and women's, under 20s women's as well, also started making us as a nation believe what we can do here. I think this place was created to make an England winning team, and I think what the boys did last year, getting so far and kind of drumming up that interest back in England, has also helped us really be put on the map, because what was created last year was something special, and I think if we can do something similar and bring the World Cup home, I do think it'll catapult us to where we probably could never have dreamed of.
In terms of odds, USA and France are sort of out ahead in terms of being the favourites, but England right there and sort of third fawrites. Is there a feeling, a belief that you can go there and win this?
Yeah, of course. We wouldn't be here if not. I think a lot of the time we've come and said we need to get out the group. Probably originally when we went to China, we went to Canada and said let's get out the group and see what happens and try and get to a semis and make a bit of history. So why not now go one further? Why not get to a final in a game where anything can happen and go and win the thing? It's what dreams are made of, and I don't think we could have been in any better position or any more prepared for this moment.
And just a word on the manager, Phil Neville. There was a little bit of scepticism when he was announced, but he seems to have won everyone over. Just can you talk about the impact he's made since he's been in charge, and certainly as we look ahead to the World Cup?
Yeah, look, I'm not going to lie. I think all us as players it was a bit of a curveball. No one's seen it coming. So I think for the media and everyone involved in women's football was kind of, where's he come from? What's he done to earn this right to get this place? He's not been involved in women's football. But then you see his journey and his family, Gary and Tracy, and how they've come together and been part of women's sport and supported Tracy through everything. And look, women's sport's been part of his life for a long time. So this isn't new to him, working with women and wanting women to do well. I think what he's brought in from his Man United days is that winning mentality, that not that it's been missing from the Mark and the Hope days, but we're also all professional now, so he's been able to work with professional athletes and then instill a mentality in us that is all about winning and working together to win something. And I think that's so hard to put together. You can have certain winners in your team, special players, but it's going to take 23 of us or 30 of us that have been on a journey for 4 years to get us to this point on July the 7th where we can lift the World Cup. It's not about the 23 players, it's about the collective. And I think that's what Phil and Saw is making every piece of the puzzle feel as important. And I like to say we just can't wait to get out there.
One last one. First game, Scotland. They're the big underdogs in the game, but it's the old enemy, as they say. How much are you looking forward to kicking off with that one?
It's going to be so special. Like a lot of my teammates I've played with, a lot of very good friends play for that team, and I know how proud they are about even getting to this tournament. But I also know that that's not what they're going to settle for either. They want to get out of the group. They are so proud to be Scottish. I know my granddad's Scottish, so how proud he is of them doing well as well as me doing well. So I do have kind of a feeling of what it feels to be kind of part of that nation. And look, they're the first Scottish team to go to a World Cup, and they are not going to want to go there and just get kicked out after 10 days. That's not what they're going there for. They've got some very special players, and I do think they'll do well. I just hope that they save it for after they've played us.
Great, thank you very much for your time. Cheers, appreciate that.